Hello and welcome to the Sofa of Adam with me, Adam and Mike.
Hey!
And we are playing KSP, where my intention is to put this moon base into action so that when we're mining on the moon with the beast that we left there last time, we can actually put that onto the space station here.
And our efforts on the moon will actually be of use.
That'll actually be of use, yeah, we won't have wasted our time. So then, with the ore on the miner, put that onto a shuttle, which we haven't built yet, and then that will fly from the moon base to this space station. And then that's where we'll refuel all of our larger ships to go outwards to the outer solar system. So first we just need a habitation module, as I have just named it, because that's what you should name them, and we're just going to have, like, you know, needs a rocket, needs some places for some air, things like that.
Especially if we're going to send Kerbals.
Yeah, exactly. I want there to be lots of places for them to stay. Got science bit, habitation section. Just put a big rocket on the bottom, really, because I like the idea. Because it's all going to have to be inside a huge shell so that it can get out and into space. There we go. Sort of get the whole thing contained. I think it'll be a much better way of doing it this way, because if we can do it in sections, after this we'll send up the fuel bit. And the fuel bit can just be huge, and we'll try and do them separately. Lots of people do them both at once, if you know what I mean. They send them both and then sort of re-clip them together in space, but I can't do that yet. That might be what we do when we try the next version of this, version 2.
Yeah.
Okay, we've got our scanner. Oh, we need a little Sputnik on top. There we go, so we can still pilot it, because I don't really want to have anyone on board. Did this go big enough? Okay, move some things in. Bit of tweaking, fairings not. There we go. Yay,
The space
sorted.
egg is complete.
The space egg. The spusig. Anyway, we'll put some big rockets on it now. Huge rockets, and then we're just going to throw this into the upper atmosphere of our planet, and then just hope for the best. I like to hope for the best. 3 sections. We'll have that into 3. I like having it in less bits if I can. There we go.
Less for everyone else to worry about.
Beautiful. I love the way it looks.
No.
For such a simple little thing, this is such a great game. It's so pretty in its own way, even with all the things turned down. Someone gave me some advice, actually. Oh, that is wobbling a bit. Yeah, maybe probably just fast forward and hope for the best. We do have some advice, though, on this, which was we need to... Yeah, we might have to change that. Sorry, I'm distracted. I want to get this working quickly. That look better? Yeah, that's much better. It's all properly connected now. It was a little bit wobbly where it was a bit long. Now it'll actually take off. Attempt 2. But we got some advice from a commenter who said we could have clouds and things if we turn on Scatterer, which I later found out through a conversation with him on the group is actually the mod. So you know when we was looking to try and get clouds and things, I was trying to turn on Scatterer. It's actually not a thing. The mod is called Scatterer.
I see.
And that gives you atmosphere and cloud and things. So we might have to do that in a bit and see if we can get clouds and stuff. Because I'm like, oh, that is really bending. That is so dodgy. We're just going to see if we can get it up and then leave it there.
Hope for the best.
And just there we go. Split it in half. We only need the top section anyway. It'll be fine. We're on our way to the moon. It's not a huge way away. We just need to get a decent elliptical orbit this time. I don't want to mess up and bugger it up. Normally, I don't bother with a proper orbit. Oh, look at that. Oh. But this time, I'm going to take it a bit more seriously, get some decent orbits, and then we'll be able to sail to the moon and it won't be a problem, is the idea.
There's the hope.
That's the plan, Skip. That's the plan, Skippy. Oh, we are falling. It's fine. This always happens. I'm always terrible at this. I never aim high enough. I always aim for like 70 kilometers, 70,000 up, and it's never quite high enough, and I always find myself skimming the atmosphere. In a way, we're like catapulting. I think this, in a way, it's a good thing. We're now going as fast as we can. There we go. So I can use this to push us out to the moon.
Boldly going around the Earth.
Boldly circling at ridiculous speed. See if we can get an encounter. Oh, that's not bad, actually. Can I bring that in a bit? That'll be fine. We'll go from here, and then hopefully we'll be able to maybe split the egg. Oh, I don't know if I should split it now or in a bit. I'll probably do it now. Oh, wow. It's nice, though. It's a pretty view. Oh, hey, see? It wasn't in 3 bits. I thought I selected that to be in 3 bits. Never mind. Yeah, I thought I'd get rid of all of those because sometimes when you try and accelerate in space, I find that things inside fairings tend to mess up a bit. So now, yeah,
explode.
Yeah, exactly. Now we'll burn our way out to the Mun, and then about halfway, I'll probably make an adjustment because we're quite close. But I thought, oh dear, that went bang. But I prefer to get nearer and then make an adjustment on exactly. There we go. See, that's close. Yeah. That's close. I'll turn that off. See, that's good enough for me. We'll add in a manoeuvre here and tart up the positioning. So I would like to get a pretty good orbit. Our last one wasn't brilliant. And I don't want to really clutter the solar system with lots and lots of bollocks. So I would like to try and get it all in a nice orbit.
I'm waiting for the colony wars myself.
We've seen, I showed you that YouTube channel, didn't I? Where that guy was using mods that put in bases and stuff and it made it into like a, I don't want to call it a fighting game, but it made it into like a sim game. You had like bases to look after and things. It's quite impressive. I don't know how he did it.
Kerbal Elite.
Yeah, Kerbal Elite. Just spin ourselves around now. We actually need to slow down a bit. Going a bit quickly. But we're here, that's good, because to be fair, we don't have to land, we just have to get in orbit. Just
and connect to the other satellite?
No, that's fine, because the other satellite is the one we left last time, the one that's just scanning. Hopefully we'll connect to that in a minute, but I'm a bit worried about doing that. In fact, I might give that a go now. Maybe we could turn on the antenna first. There you go, Kerbal net. Ensure communication. I'm not sure. Maybe fast forward. We'll see what happens because I think we have to wait until we've got a straight line link with the satellite. So yeah, it's on the that's not good. It's a red line. We're either too far away or it's just not working for some reason. I think it's because we don't have communication with Earth. We're cut off by the moon, so we'll see. It just might end up fast forwarding, and what we'll do is we'll wait until we're in the correct position, and then it'll all be fine. So we'll get power going and everything else, and we'll just sort of circle.
That could be why we don't have Kerbal net.
Well, that's what I mean. Yeah, it'll ping up now. It's because we didn't have a good communication with Earth, so that will sort itself out, and then we'll be able to sort of see the scan as we fly over the moon. I want to be a lot nearer the surface as well. I want a very low orbit. Ooh, very low. I want to get as low as I can. There's no atmosphere.
I was going to say, when you're talking about the moon in low orbit, like 2 centimetres off the ground could be considered low orbit.
Yeah, you can, because it's excellent. You can literally, it makes me really wish I'd gone for MINMUS, because that has barely any mountains, so you can literally have an orbit of about 10 metres in some areas.
Make it easy, nice to connect things.
Yeah, it would be. Jump. Well, I don't know how. Yeah, I'm really regretting coming to the moon. Definitely should have gone for MINMUS. That'll be one for next time. Definitely one for next time. Well, see, there we go. See, that's a scan straight down, which is awesome. That's directly below us, is that. Which would be cool, because when we fly over our base, we should be able to zoom in on it and actually see it go by. Okay, there goes the rocket. We are in position. Not the rocket we need later, because we're going to bring our own. The rockets which are on the fuel tanks. I've only just noticed, but we've only got 2 solar panels. The other 2 didn't make it. So now we're lopsided. That'll bother me. That'll really bother me in the long run. Come on, camera, sort yourself out. Fast forward! Oh, see, it doesn't stay fixed to the planet. I think it does if we're not here, but I wanted it to sort of go round facing the moon, but meh, that'll have to do. Really, we should work on the actual fuel bit now, because that's the difficult one. So we're going to need a tin can. I do like the way they call it that. We just need lots and lots of fuel. 1 fuel thing? I'll probably go for 2. This is going to be a bit difficult to make. See if I can grab it, spin it round, and sort of make a mirror image with both. There we go. That actually worked. I'm impressed. This could take a little bit of fiddling. But I want, like the nacelles. Yeah. Basically 2 big fuel tanks on the bottom of that one, of the actual livable bit. Might put some sockets on the right and left of it, so that maybe lots of reinforcements first. Actually, yeah, a lot of metal. Lots of metal work. Trusses are good. Add more struts, as the t-shirt for Kerbal says. That's what it says on the official shirt. It's just add more struts. At least they know what they've built.
Yep.
Fuel on the bottom as well, but different kind of fuel. It's the lots of oxygen. Oxygen is good, just so that we can rotate. And then here are the docking ports. Yeah, you were saying?
Are we going to empty these?
Sorry, I was sipping my tea. Interrupt my train of thought. I don't think so. I think I'll empty them by half. It depends. I'll probably do a test and see what happens. This is just going to be so we can connect it to a different rocket on the bottom. But I'll try and get this to break off when we get there and give it its own little command pod. This brick. And then at least we've got something to connect everything to. It's a nice central strut. Just make this neat and tidy. Has to look a bit pretty. A bit OCD on that. I think that's that kind of sorted. Sort out the actual staging issue. Lots of staging I'm having to swap around as I'm doing this. Actually, it's quite tricky. Is that going to fit? That's never going to fit, is it? Not in a million years. Right, we're going to have to... Yeah, we're going to have to try and shrink this down. I'll replace the tin can with a smaller tin can, and then that basically makes the whole thing a bit thinner. That might not make it quite so easy to dock, but that'll be fine as long as I can master it. Is that gonna fit? Oh, for God's sake, redo all of the... Always check your staging. Staging always seems to go wrong every time you reconnect something.
Even when you made sure you've checked it, check it again.
You double check it and you triple check it. Hooray! There's a fairing for you. Pretty sure that's all good. Because we're going to need... There we go. Yeah, I don't know what we're going to call this. We're going to have to work out something. It's flight ready, whatever it is. Get this up. I've just pinned loads of thrusters to the side.
It will get up there.
It will go to space. Just a single fin as well, because I think it'll just look cool to have the Sofa of Adam written on it. That's all I care about in the grand scheme of things. It's got to have our name in space. There you go. Such a cool view. I love just staring at these things when you take off. It's amazing.
No, it is quite
got lots
to look at.
Lots of fuel. Fast forward, get ourselves just up there. Tilt over. And that's those gone. But, ooh dear. Okay, I think that's fine. We're fine, that's alright. Woo! Nothing to worry about there, thank God.
God.
I worry every time I see something shaking, let alone an actual explosion. Break free of that and leave it behind. Just gently push that back. Yeah, that's all good. Goodbye. Leave that on Earth.
Feel sorry for the poor man's roof that falls through.
It's just the way we've got a whole pod and then just a little rocket on the back. I'm happy with that anyway. We're in space. We just have to get this to the base on the moon. Oh, I gave it that really low orbit. I think it'll be fine. I don't think it'll be too tricky actually getting the two to meet each other. Ta-da! The Kinder Egg has awoken. Look at that. See how cool is that? And now we send the fuel. Now you understand why I put that truss in the middle, so that you could connect the big stick to the rocket at the bottom. Because I find it really difficult otherwise to like bring objects that split apart and then come back together again and are still perfectly symmetrical. Still.
It kind of looks like a Federation ship scalped.
It does.
Someone's removed the dish.
Oh my God! Look at us. We are just skimming. I love playing this game with the planet. Planet's all like, you're not really leaving, and I'm like, I am.
You're not
going anywhere. Okay, that's pretty close. Let's see if we can get that a little bit better. Yeah, there we go. See, that's pretty close anyway. And then again, on the way in, we'll make some adjustments. It's always the adjustments that cause us problems.
Yep.
There we go. Just burn that out. I need to be a bit more gentle. That is not the same, but I'll take it. Maybe not. I might have to do a little bit of adjusting there. Yeah, we're going to have to adjust that quite a bit, but it's okay. It's okay. I can manage that.
I can pilot in space.
Yeah,
it's good. Get us to
Just
the
have
moon.
to raise some of our A-axis out, and then we'll get a proper angle on it. It's weird that you make all of these adjustments, you know. Obviously, I get that it's before you reach it, but you make them all. It's like you're still in orbit of Earth, but you're actually heading to Mars, and then you burn for 2 seconds, and then you're still exactly where you were 10 seconds ago, but now you're going somewhere completely different, if you know what I mean. It's only the tiniest fraction of a difference in your speed and trajectory. I love that. Okay, here comes the tricky bit. I have to go and get an encounter. I want to bring my 2 orange bits closer and closer together. We've got not too bad. That's 2 kilometers. I actually might take that. That's not horrendous. 2 kilometers apart it's not ideal. Lots of people would say you want it to be like 0.8, so it's like 800 meters then. But I'm alright with 2, because as long as you're not moving, I find you just push towards them and hope for the best. Just sort of push towards them and hope for the best, which is how, of course, all good rocketeering is done.
Yep.
That's pretty good. I'm alright with that. Yeah, see, that's not bad. I could probably make it a bit better. We're not exactly
perfect.
We're not exactly on a perfect angle, but as long as we bump into each other, it's all good. Ah, there we go. See if he's having a lovely time in his pod. He must love his job. He's not frightened at all. The other bit's unmanned, after all, so he's the only person up there. Okay, there we go. Now I'm really pushing it. We are on our way on board. Burning, slowing down. Okay, we're doing 4.8 meters per second relative to the target. Okay, now we're not, but I'm trying to catch up with it. Just want to try and... Oh, tricky. Okay, that's pretty good. That is bang on. There you go, we're going exactly 1.4 meters per second relative to the target. So we are moving towards it very slowly. I might be able to find it. Where I should be able to find it. I mean, it's bloody nearby. Let the ship take us to it. Ah, there we go. Hey, that's superb. Okay, there we go. We've got it in our sights.
Now let's connect to the bugger.
Yeah, now we just have to join onto it. I'm just going to do this little ballet dance. Oh dear. Okay, well, it's still nearby. That's the important thing. I mean, in terms of space, we're very close. This could be very dramatic, though. It's going to be a gentle burn. We need to move very slowly towards it and not smash into it. Ah, it looks so cool. These are my favourite parts. They really are, when you're just floating around something. Because again, we're not really doing 0 miles an hour. It just looks that way. But now that we're here and we've got to a standstill, it shouldn't be too hard. Though I haven't docked on the channel before. In fact, I haven't docked before in a long time. Now, actually, this could be a bit tricky. I've never been quite good with the buttons, because the buttons for docking are like W, S, A, D, up, down, left, right. Then Y and T are like up and down. And then you've got exactly the same set of buttons on your right hand for 3D tessellation. It is a nightmare. Okay, so I left the actual part for us to join onto on the bottom of the other one, the big round bit. The bottom of the habitation module is where we're aiming for. Yeah. So I'm going to try and tilt the 2 to aim at each other. And then just... Oh, okay, a bit too fast. That was entirely my fault. Okay, I'll use both of them in tandem. Tell them to look at each other, and that should make my life a bit easier. I really don't want to hit those solar panels, because they're like, you know, made of tin foil.
I won't worry too much though, because we've still got the solar panels on the tanks.
Oh, here we come. Oh, this is dramatic. We are spinning.
Ooh,
we are rotating.
Crossed.
Need some dramatic music here. That's for sure.
Da-da.
It's like that bit. It's like the bit from Interstellar. There's a bit in Interstellar where he's trying to dock and they're like spinning and he's like, oh my god, we're never gonna do it. Okay, we are actually really spinning. Swap to the other one. See if this makes it any better. Nearly. Oh, I'm bringing him in. Okay, tweak it a bit. Just a little bit. You got it. Gently. It's not quite level. I need to tilt R1 back. I need to tilt R1 the other direction. Nearly. Yay! And we're in. Thank God for that.
One solid object.
Oh, well, that was a bit dramatic. Well, that's much better. Well, we now have this in space, which is fantastic.
Send up a dish, and then it'll have the Enterprise.
Yeah, you're right. Just needs the bit to go on the front. Well, there we go. That's the space station all ready to go. That's sorted. I'm very pleased with it. We'll just quickly save that because I'm slightly terrified it might break any second. But thank you very much for joining us. Please like, subscribe, leave a comment down below, and we'll see you all in the next episode of KSP.